Okay, so just having a coffee stop at the other side of Cagnes-sur-Mer. As you can see, a lot of cyclists out this morning. It's turning out to be quite a nice day. I think the forecast is okay. Maybe some high excuse me, high cloud. There's my coffee down there, and that's Nice Airport over there in the distance. And pan around, and I've got my finger in the way of the camera, the lens. That's the apartment blocks of the Marina Bay des Anges down there. Big apartment development from, I don't know, 80s probably. It's quite impressive. They've got a marina inside there, the Marina Bay des Anges, and by the looks of it, they're doing some more construction there. Although this was finished a long time ago, but I think they're building a new block, or maybe a new part of the port. And just to the right here is the Hippodrome, which is the main horse racing circuit. Hippodrome of Cagnes-sur-Mer. They have regular racing there. Scan round. This is the main coast road that connects, well, Cannes, Antibes, Nice, Cagnes-sur-Mer, Nice, and then continues on all the way to Monaco and all the way to the Italian border. There's my non-matching panniers. Bit of a story there. The one on the right I bought in Blacks in Dundee when I was doing a summer job in the summer of 1980. So that's a pretty old pannier. I did buy a pair, and then a few years later I was cycle courier riding in London, and somebody nicked my bike, and one of the panniers was on it. And strangely enough, well, it's not strange, it was nicked in Mornington Crescent, which is obviously famous for the BBC sorry, I haven't a clue, game panel quiz, Mornington Crescent. So my route today is inland now, and I've got to go to Saint-Paul-de-Vence, and then I think Vence, and then Col de Vence. Okay, so I'm further on my route, and just in front is the village of Saint-Paul-de-Vence, which is another hilltop medieval village. As I explained before, the corsair ships from North Africa would arrive on the coast here. Actually, I think you can see the sea. Yeah, there's the sea way down there. And they would arrive on the coast and take slaves. And hundreds of thousands of slaves were taken, and most of them never saw their home country again. They died in slavery. The fortunate, wealthy few could buy their way out, apparently. It's an amazing bit of history. It's not really talked about that much, but interesting. There's the main church right in the centre of St. Paul up there. It's a nice village. Bought a really nice piece of art there a few years ago. And in the cemetery, I think, is the grave of Marc Chagall, the great painter who was originally Polish, I think, but he settled in this part of France. So yeah, I'm about, I don't know, maybe 100 meters up. So it's a bit noisy here. The weather isn't looking brilliant. Yeah, so I'll continue. So here I am, just leaving Vence, the fountain here, and this is the road that I have to follow. Col de Vence is actually just under 1,000 there, as you can see, and there's even a profile of it over here. There you go. Average is 6.6, max 9%. Total climb is 643 from here meters, distance 9.7. So 643 is not too bad. I've seen a lot of cyclists, and it's 2 hours exactly since I left home. Just having a coffee before I attempt it. I may have a chocolate bar as well. I've already had a banana. There's a lot of cyclists here. Of course, it's a Saturday. There's another one. So, I'll pause it there. So, here we are, higher up Col de Vence. We've got 5k left to go. There is a blue panel like this every kilometre. And this kilometre next is 7%. We've got 5k to go, and we've got 333 metres of climbing left, which I think it was 640 at the start, so sort of done half of it. This is quite a wild place, and it's there's a few cars around, plenty of cyclists. You wouldn't want to do this in the height of summer because there's no tree cover at all. I'm finding it hard going today, actually. Yeah, just maybe didn't eat enough. I don't know. I had a banana and a chocolate bar, and I had quite a few potatoes last night. Don't know if they're still helping me. I don't know. Anyway, another cyclist on the way up. So I've got exactly 5k to go, but more importantly, just over 300 metres of climbing, and I'll get it done. I've got a little bit of pain in my lower back. There's quite a lot of tyre marks on the road here. Surprising amount of traffic. But there you go. Okay, I'll get on now. Okay to go. Yeah, this is hard work. This is really this is really trying. I'll gradually shed my vestments. I'm down to a long sleeve shirt and shorts now. It's not that warm, but it's just the effort. And it's a fairly constant. I did the Col de la Madone near Menton a few years ago now, and that sort of had ups and downs. But this is pretty unrelenting. 7%. I mean, that's not super steep, but it's steep enough. Anyway, 3k left, and what's the 193 meters to climb. Well, there it is. It's the Flamme Rouge. It's the Flamme Rouge. 1 kilometer left, 59 meters to climb at 6%. So it's slightly leveling off, and I will be glad to see that col. There's a view down here. We can see the sea, the Mediterranean, but it's sort of cloudy. We can probably just make out. And there's another guy coming up. Quite a lot of cyclists. Not bad. Bonjour. So onwards and upwards, but hopefully I've broken the back of it now. Okay, so here we are. It's Col de Vence. It's not particularly spectacular. Altitude 963, and that was quite exhausting, to be honest. I'll probably set the record for the slowest ascent to the Col de Vence, and it's almost exactly 4 hours since I left my apartment, and about 1 hour 40 from the bottom of the Col de Vence in the town of Vence. I was just thinking before, I don't think I could have done this today on my road bike. I just don't have the low enough gears. Road bike's low was 39 front, 26 rear. Well, I've got a 24 front here and a 28 rear, I think it is. So it's a hell of a lot lower. There's a few cyclists around. It's quite unspectacular, really. There's a good view of the mountains just a bit above here. Let's see if you can find the view. I saw them coming up. go. There's the snow on the mountains up there. Try and hold it steady. The high mountains up there. So that is the Col de Vence. So I've got a good free wheel down now. I tell you what, it's nice to be going down for a change. Look at those mountains over there, eh? Beautiful. Just superb. But here it's very bare. Like I say, doing this in summer. The Ironman triathlon comes up here from Nice in the summer, and my God, those guys and girls have a hard time climbing this thing in the heat of July or August. I think it's July. So I'm heading back down to Vence now. Hopefully there's not really any more climbing involved. There might be a couple of ups and downs after Vence. I can see my route all the way down there, way down the valley. So a few bikes coming down now. Can't help feeling slightly smug when you see people coming up and you're on the way down. But there you go. So I've descended from the col. I'm back down and I'm heading for Saint-Genis, the village of Saint-Genis, which is over there. And that up there is the Col de Saint-Genis, which is a rock peak. It's I've been up there at least 3 times from memory. It's a decent walk and there's a fantastic view from up there. So I'm not going to do that today, not after the Col de Vence. I'll head for the village of Saint-Genis, which is over there somewhere, and then I'll try and descend into back to the coast. Okay, I'll just halt. Okay, so here I am back in Nice. I'm at the end of the Promenade des Anglais. See the snow on the mountains in the distance there. That's the end of my ride. Hope you like it. If you like it, hit the like button. There's the ferry just leaving for probably Corsica. And yeah, I'll make more of these. Feeling a bit tired now. I'm very close to home, and I'll get home and I'll have a nice cup of tea and put my feet up for a while. And I don't know what the distance I've covered today, but I'll check it on Strava. It must be 40-50 kilometers with 1,000 meters of climbing. So it's a decent day anyway. Yeah. Okay, I hope you like it. Bye.